My name is Bruce Fleming. I am the Chief Hospitality Officer at Big Brothers Big Sisters. I am in charge of the lobby. I answer the phones and greet guests, and they tell me I'm supposed to do it in a nice, fun way, and I try to do that at all times. What we do is match carefully screened adult volunteers with our kids, the children on our waiting list. We just ask the volunteers to be a friend to the child that he or she is teamed with. We don't want the volunteers to be overwhelmed by thinking that they have to replace a parent, because many of our children are from single parent homes. We don't want the volunteer to feel that they have to act as a parent or a teacher or a preacher or anything of that nature. We just want we want the volunteer to be a friend with a child that they're teamed with. Just hang out with them, spend some time with them, just be a friend. And let me say this, I should never get in front of people without making sure they know that even though we're serving more kids than ever, we always need more volunteers. And we find that a lot of times the volunteers are shocked because then they feel guilty sometimes because they think that they're getting more out of it than the kids are. And having been a big, I understand that. And I think it's probably what we're looking for. We want that reaction. That's a neat reaction. That's great. To me, that's a win-win situation. It was Woolworths. The Woolworths name is still out front, right in front of the building, in the bricks. And we also kept a lot of the architecture of the old Woolworths building, which I guess, to put it in perspective for people who don't remember Woolworths, like maybe you, it was Walgreens before there was Walgreens. Drugstore, kind of like a drugstore, department store all in one. You could sit at a counter and eat, but you could also buy the types of things that you might get at a Walgreens. I think when people think of Woolworths, especially African American people, they think of the fact that there was a time when African Americans were not allowed into Woolworths. And the irony is that in the 50s and 60s, and even earlier, when African Americans were not welcome here, we find that now that we serve a predominantly African American population. They pointed out at a recent staff meeting that one of our former Big Brothers, he's a senior citizen now. We brought him in through the front door so he could see it, and he came into the outer lobby and he looked into the Big Brothers Big Sisters lobby, which was formerly the Woolworths lobby, I believe. And he started crying. And we asked him what was wrong, and he said, well, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, he wasn't allowed in here. And he was just kind of overwhelmed in that now that it's Big Brothers Big Sisters, he's back after 50 years, and he knows he was more than welcome to come in. He just started reminiscing, and we found that very, very touching. We continue to grow, who knows? But I think for the near future, we're here. We've got good visibility, excellent visibility. Grand Center's growing, and we're growing right along with it. So this is a great location for us.